Animal free MRE. Mother's Day special. What? Wanna? We can't do live. Can you get it?
Okay. There you go.
MRE.
Plus one.
Mother's Day edition.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back. This is episode number 8, and we have Mama Bowman with us. My mom.
Mother's Day special.
Thanks
For
joining us.
mothers.
Candy's a mom, too, in case you couldn't tell.
Yeah, the bags. Give it away.
No.
Give it away. Yeah.
You couldn't tell you had, like, 5 kids.
15, actually. 15.
Still fussing with my hair.
That's all right. It's awkward being on camera. At least no one's watching us but us. When we film, we just film with the back of the camera aimed at us, so it's like we're our own audience. It's like,
It's like a mirror, yeah.
it's like doing a review in the bathroom.
Selfie style.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Except for we don't get all the takes to go.
And mess with the hair and such.
I look short. I never look
Well,
short.
it's sandwiched between the two of us.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm always the tall girl.
So I'm just going to start this off with, we have a fun little ration. We have a Singapore Accessory pack, number C.
Cool.
And the mains to this, even though it's halal and vegetarian, it did have chicken in it. So I guess in Singapore they consider chicken not a meat. So I sent that to my friend Elandil, or John. He's a stud. He's on the forums at mreinfo.com. And he'll be reviewing the other half later, and we'll link the 2 reviews, and you can check out the entree with the accessory pack.
It's like a snuggle review.
Oh my goodness. I would call it more of a piggyback review because it's one piggybacking the other.
You think so?
Yeah, they're not mixing up as much.
Yeah.
Not
Sorry.
sure about being between these two.
I know the banter
Snuggled
going
in.
back
Snuggled
and
in.
forth. That's a
You
snuggle.
can't
That's not
put
piggyback. And this ration, just so everybody knows, the Singapore ration is crazy rare. I've only seen one other reviewer review accessory pack A.
I've never seen anyone ever.
Yeah, and we did some research and couldn't find any information on it, basically. So
So it's like a crapshoot, maybe poison mom here.
That's
It
what are
expired-
mothers for?
It expired
Right.
a year ago too. It was good until 2017. So we will see. But generally, in the accessory
Expired 2017?
Yeah, which
Did you hear
doesn't.
that?
Yeah, which doesn't really mean anything.
No, it's like crackers.
They can't guarantee it after a certain point, but we don't have the mains. Luckily, we don't have the chicken mains. My buddy John, good luck, John, has those. And so we're going to be doing mostly candy and crackers and coffee and tea beverages. And it looks like a, not a flameless ration heater. This is actually a chemical ration heater. But we won't be needing that. Sorry, John, I should have incorporated that in your ration.
Oh,
I know, and he's going to have to cook his on the stove. But to add, because they gave us like 4 packs of crackers in here, 4 packs of biscuits, I'm incorporating an American MRE smooth peanut butter. And this is sweetened condensed milk, but I forget what this came from.
Oh, that sounds
Australia.
so good. Oh, it hurts your stomach though after this.
This came out of
Man,
an
it's so good.
Australian
Because
ration.
it's
It's so
so...
sweet. And it's packed with calories and super dairy-fied.
It's not my thing, but
oh,
if you
it's so
like
good.
lactose or dairy products, it's crazy, crazy good.
It's like frosting in a tube, which they make at the store too. But
It goes awesome in coffee. I think generally that's what this is used for in rations. It's
Straight out
like
the
a
tube.
luxury creamer for your coffee.
Ooh, I wouldn't mind trying that.
right?
Yeah, we got some teas in here. I think these teas are 3 2 1, which are really unique. They have sugar creamer and the tea instant mixed all together. So
Why is it in here still? Is my question.
go ahead and open her up there, Candy. You like to dump things out. It's so funny. The cascading items. Well, is one thing that's nice about this ration. A lot of it is in English, which is really cool. This one here is the apricot and honey bar.
Oh, I think that we opened this once upon a time and took a peek because I noticed there was 2 oat and 2 of the butter flavored biscuits.
Yeah, and there's
Buttermilk
2 different
biscuits.
kinds. It was butter and what was the other one?
Oat.
Butter and oat. You gotta like that. Looks like an electrolyte beverage.
All right.
Butter flavored.
Got some very soft, tushy tissues here for blowing the nose or blowing the other end.
Yeah. Always a plus. This looks like a little squishy cereal granola bar, apple
Should say.
blueberry.
Oh, cool. So we got apricot and honey and apple blueberry.
Ooh, yeah. Some
That would
sweets in there.
And then this is the...
Sorry. That would be very good with coffee.
Yeah, I agree. Instant nutritious cereal mix with vanilla flavor.
Ooh.
So it's like a cornmeal, vanilla cornmeal. It looks
I
like.
have no idea what this is. I want to open it.
Wheat.
Yeah, that's like a breakfast drink or something.
No, I think it's like cream of wheat, babe. What's
These
that?
are so cool.
Cereal mix, it says. I'm gonna keep showing the same thing.
It's gonna be like a hot cereal drink or something. We're gonna have to try all those. But
Are
check
these
out
matches?
Yeah, and they're in a little tiny baggie, and they have
Oh,
a
the
superhero
baggie's
on
cute.
it.
Don't throw the baggie away. That's adorable.
You like containers here? You can
I
have
love
that.
that.
For Mother's Day. That's your gift.
It's in our price range.
Look at how cool that guy is. Little superhero guy.
Ooh,
That's so cute.
this one looks like it's some sort of chocolate hazelnut. Hey,
come
get,
on.
get out of here. You gotta go in and out.
It's not gonna do it.
Oh, let me see.
It didn't focus it?
Ooh, and
Oh,
now
they're so
look at it.
cute. They are. It's a flying.
Cute. It's like Flash. It looks like the Flash, the
It's a
American Flash.
flying Mancus
Flying Man.
Kisoletaman.
I think it's different. It's Flying Man, and then it's the different languages. Right?
Flying man. Oh yeah. And then Mancus.
What a weird thing to see in
Kisolaman.
a Chinese ration, Mentos.
I
The
already
fresh
showed
maker.
them that.
Oh, you
See
did
the
show
little
me
man?
Mentos?
I like the little man.
I'm glad Mom likes the little man.
He looks kind of vintage. He's cute.
This is like a
It's like
vintage
a-
Flash.
It's like
Yeah,
that.
It totally
Oh, it's
vintage.
Flash Gordon is what? No, it is the Flash because he's got the lightning
Flying
bolt.
Man.
Flying Man. Oh,
Or
that's such
Flying
a
Man.
that's a copyright infringement.
It's Flying
right there.
Man, yeah.
It's the Flash, but they're calling it the Flying Man. That's hilarious. Hey, let's check one out.
Sure, let's see if we have anything to like.
I don't want to light it because it'll just smell like farts, and it'd be Singapore farts.
I think we should light it.
Okay.
I'd like an
Hey,
example.
do you want to light it?
Yeah, I like lighting matches.
Hey, just so you guys know, I'm drinking coffee in my big old mug. And look who
MRE.
likes us. MRE Mountain and Gundog. Whoa.
Ooh, I like the
Good. We
sizzle.
need a candle.
That was a good one, Mom.
Good one for the. We'll put these in the bathroom.
You're the best at lighting matches.
That's his suck-up counter. Right?
Oh.
On my bike discounter. No, you can't just automatically take points away from me just because you want to.
I'm up in Idaho.
Yeah.
It is. I'm representing the forum and the guys on the forum. Speaking of which, MREinfo.com. Great place to get some rations and a lot of information on stuff
on
you
there.
may not know.
Chat.
Like me, I don't know nothing. So I use it a
Nothing.
lot. Okay, so I'm going to make these 2 beverages, the tea and the breakfast drink. We'll put out the granola bars, the candies, and there's
I'm
another
telling
one.
you, one of those isn't a breakfast drink.
Like
It's a-
some.
This is a cereal mix, babe.
Yeah, well, I'm very curious to try all 3 of these,
me
and I
too.
want to use this later, but for the time being, we'll just wipe our mouths with it.
But I'm betting that this is actual cereal and not a drink.
And the Ion Supply
Like,
drink.
Cream of wheat. Yeah, like cream of wheat, like you said.
I like it. It besides the
I think this is supposed to be a ration heater, but there's no labeling on it. Oh, it's the fuel,
Bust it
it's the
open.
fuel tabs for it.
fuel tabs.
Oh,
Ooh,
the
they
steak.
smell.
Ugh.
They do smell.
Oh, they smell horrible.
That
Oh, and I
smells like
can't
fart.
escape. It's like a fish oil is what it is. I swear.
Smelled like the dump.
So we'll talk amongst ourselves while we're waiting.
That was awful. I am.
Oh, that was rank.
Yes, because I can't
Well, I'm glad that we don't have to cook anything.
Oh, God, if you had to cook with those, it smelled like fish, like a
that's
fish
what I'm
oil
saying.
base.
If you had to cook, it'd be quite appetite not
Can you
inducing.
get in there, honey?
Yeah. Ugh, man, that was gnarly.
Do we look alike?
I got all my good redeeming factors from my mother.
Absolutely.
That's
You
what
got
I
your other
got.
point.
I think I'm working on 3 right now.
That
Hey,
smell.
let's get this out onto our little
You'll have to
ration
cut
tray.
that word. Cut all that whole rigmarole. What are we doing?
We're going to get this out onto the
Oh,
tray
yes,
so we
we
can
are.
see what it looks like. We're
So
going to do
sure.
some magic. You want to help us, Mom? Do like this, and then we'll click at the same time. Ready? Yeah! Here it is. Oh, nice. That was a perfect delayed sound, Mother.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
You're a natural.
Neither do we. Neither do we.
That's what I get. So we got everything out. We tried the matches. They still work. They're awesome, and they have the flying flash on the front.
Very cool.
Superhero.
We opted to leave one of the biscuits each unopened. But before we do anything, we did notice that the cereal mix smelled like kind of off. Yeah, off baby food. It's kind of like a cream of wheat hot drink, but the milk product in it does not smell like it's doing very good. So we're not gonna drink that. You gotta trust your nose, your eyes, and your taste buds first before it goes in your belly.
We should give a glimpse though if we can to consistency. It is
I'll edit in some pictures that we took photographs of it.
that is true. We did photograph.
We'll get a spoonful of it and show you a heaping of the contents.
Yeah, the first ingredient is non-dairy creamer,
Interesting.
sugar, cereal flakes, and flavoring.
So really, there's nothing that could go bad.
No, it might just smell bland.
It might just smell like bad milk.
Sweet.
All right, let's try it. Once you hand me that spoon, I'll try it.
Yeah, let's get in
You're
there.
gonna try it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I know.
I just assumed that was bad dairy, but if it's non-dairy, that might make sense because sometimes they use oils, and oils can go bad.
Or just be delicious for your tummy later.
Tastes like cornflakes.
See, it's not
Oh, that's
bad.
the cereal. So,
It's
It
totally
tastes exactly like
so
cornflakes.
it's corn. That's the cereal.
It's
That's
like
the
crushed up
cereal.
cornflakes and hot milk. It's actually not bad. I'm surprised.
Doesn't sound very appealing to me.
Nah, it
but
doesn't smell good. It smells like
eat it all and tell us about it tomorrow.
it's a very unique, interesting meal/drink. I'm actually curious on the nutritional contents on it, but unfortunately, all of it is in.
Chinese.
We will get that to you though.
It's made by
Strange.
the Gold Roast Food Incorporated.
Yeah, Singapore.
What are the other two? We've got a
Candy's
3-in-1.
keeping us on track. I like that. And this one was the I can't quite read that. What does it say right there?
Madame Kim.
Red something.
Madam, pardon me. Madam Kim.
Kim.
And there's a pretty picture of Madam Kim on the front.
There's a funny little name on it. This is just a hot beverage. I'm just gonna give this a schmecklin right now. Whatever schmecklin means.
That's actually the word that you used to refer to our son's anatomy with.
That's good. It's like a sweet plum or
Madam
like
Kim.
tea. I'll have to get the translator action on that.
Ooh, that's sweet.
Yeah,
That's
it's
got a lot of
really
sugar.
smooth.
Very delicious.
Not like a plum tea or something.
Very nice. I like
And this
it.
one we got the 3, 2, 1 instant.
No,
syrup.
it's like syrup. You guys are liars. It's horrible.
I love sugar.
That's just a nice tea. Nice tea, cream, and sugar.
I
It's
know,
just
should
the
I
Gold Roast.
believe you? Instant steam.
It's
It's
just a
just
nice tea
candy.
and sugar.
Candy always has strongly different, vastly different opinions than myself.
Vastly different.
That
Vastly.
actually tastes more like tea. The other one was pretty sugary.
I want to try these butter crackers. They held up pretty well for being in a bagged container.
That's not bad. It's kind of like a chai.
Yeah.
It tastes like just a nice chai.
Good black tea, cream, and sugar. I'll try this butter cracker.
That's better. And these are oat.
Yeah.
The ones you have are what? What is that made out of?
Butter flavored.
With
like
must
a-
be wheat. This is oat.
That just tastes like an animal cookie.
Animal cracker.
Animal cracker cookie.
Crackers in my soup.
How's the oat? That's it all.
A little dry, but not bad flavor, just pretty dry. It needs to
Working
be
on stale.
Yeah, it needs to be dipped in that really sweet stuff right now.
Right. It's like crisp
But
on the
it's
outside.
not bad.
Yeah, it's got the little sweet undertone, kind of like this one, but it's more of a
Halfway
full
stale on
grain
the inside.
version. Here's to check this out. We're gonna bring in the. Actually, here we'll get through the other bits, and then we'll bring in the extras. We'll bring in the reserve.
You know, that's so smart, honey.
Are you starting your own butt kiss counter? Ooh.
But I'm gonna give myself points and never take them away.
Because of your
It's Mother's Day.
false rule setting. I just took a point away.
That didn't really sound like anything.
I know.
I think all my points are still there.
I was. You got a shield block on it. This is the apricot and honey bar. These look actually pretty.
They
tasty.
look like Big Newtons.
Oh yeah, they're like a special K or something.
It's on the denser side. You're welcome to try that other.
I like this kind of stuff.
Blueberry and apple, right? I've been eating these.
I don't know.
Things that
Apricot,
were-
it looks pretty hard. What do you think?
Yeah.
Apricot and honey?
This is the blueberry apple.
I'm trying to decide if I taste.
It smells a little fermented. Doesn't that smell a little?
This tastes fine.
might be okay.
It's very whole grain, very hearty.
Yeah.
It smells. Or if it
Well,
tastes like alcohol.
And
maybe.
you might need that if you're out in the middle of nowhere.
If I was hungry, I'd eat the hell out of this. But yes, it's very dry. I'd say they're just working on the side of being stale, but still very edible.
Yeah, actually.
I'm not a big fan of
Oh.
apricot. What?
It was when I chewing it was fine. When I did the like smear of my tongue against the roof of my mouth to
That
actually
you
get the
didn't
full
like
flavor.
Which one was that? The what?
Blueberry.
Blueberry apple.
And
Wow, that's
apple.
got a strong blueberry.
It's not, yeah,
smell.
it's okay.
I'm
I
not
would
liking
eat that
these
if I
anyway.
was hiking a mountain and didn't have any food.
No, thank you,
Unfortunate,
Singapore.
these are not very soft, like a fig Newton. You know, they're
No,
kind of
but
like hard,
they're-
like a biscuit exterior.
Yeah.
I bet you they're packed with caloric intake and
Yeah.
good for you stuff though.
Yeah, I think they'd
As
be
far as,
okay.
um,
I think they'd
being
be
on the-
okay.
Yeah, you gotta
Oh,
like
that's
nutritional information like this. Title
Oh.
of food, no information. Very functional. Eat it, it's good.
I know that I like to eat things from bags that have gone bad.
Strange soapy aftertaste on the
No
blueberry.
labels.
Like a weird.
Really, I thought it was like a. Everything tastes like liquor to me. That's
I'm
my
gonna try it.
descriptor. Like everything bad
Yeah.
and good.
I'm gonna try a green Mento,
Gotta
Wanna
love
try
the
it?
candy.
a pink one, and Kenny can try the yellow.
Is that pink?
Mentos are still good.
Well, the sugar is good forever.
For the record, I don't care for Mentos.
Only
know?
because a girl in junior high liked them more than she did, and she didn't like the girl, so she's like, I'm not gonna like Mentos now.
Actually, that's a distortion of the story.
Ooh, but still close to the truth.
Not at all. It was my best friend who loved Mentos.
Ben WorkmanMRE reporting live.
All the points.
Blocked. I blocked it just in time. There'll be special effects to prove it.
We have a point war going on.
I know, right? And Susie's right in the middle.
We're
So
loving that.
the hot cornflake cereal,
Not
the overly sweet plum tea. If it's a cultural thing, I could see why they're drinking that. And then 3-2-1 tea, that was pretty nice.
we
I
like that. We like that.
We
And
can
the-
all get on board with that one.
And the crackers, they gave you a ton of crackers and no spreads, and so I'm guessing that would be the basically the way you would eat your entree. It didn't come with any spoons or any sides or anything like that except for napkins. So I'm guessing this would be your shoveling down the rice and chicken dish, which is vegetarian in Singapore, by the way.
I don't think that's true. That doesn't seem like it could be true.
Look at the front. It says vegetarian halal, but then the mains have chicken on them.
That's
Well, we're
not. Isn't the definition
Incorrect.
Isn't the definition of vegetarian global? Not.
Not
eating
true.
meat?
In Taiwan, fish is considered not a meat. On certain days of the week, they will abstain from meat, and they eat only fish on those days.
Okay, those people are pescatarian then. They're not vegetarian.
Oh, I know. I went to a Taiwanese family's house, and it was very confusing trying to explain to them what a vegetarian in America meant, because they think all fish is vegetarian. And then if you break it down even further, shrimp is the lowest food on their food chain.
Oh,
and
so
so
it's
even
an
shrimp they
insect.
considered vegetarian. So it's very hard to dial in no fish-based soups or stocks and stuff like that.
That seems like it would be hard. I can understand the fish aspect because that's not a mammal or whatever. Well, I guess chicken's not a mammal either.
Meat. It's
Well,
not
maybe that's
meat.
maybe that's why they consider chicken okay, because it lays eggs and doesn't have live babies.
A lot of cultures actually eat brown millet or brown protein powder, which is basically crushed black flies, and it tastes like falafel. It actually tastes seasoned and good, and it has zero fat, and it's super high in protein. And a lot of cultures make these patties out of them, and they call them vegetarian patties. So you got to be really careful what people's definition of life is, basically, because that defines what a vegetarian is. The difference between a vegan and a vegetarian is a vegan abstains from dairy, eggs, and honey, and obviously meat like a vegetarian.
Well, just any animal byproduct, so meat itself as well as something produced by an animal, so goat's milk,
all within a circle of slavery, basically. That's the main crux for a lot of people being vegan, is just the mistreatment of these animals and a unnecessary protein that you don't need because you can sustain yourself on plant-based protein. Sustain. Oh! She's so smart. So is Mom. I gotta stop doing that. Hey, so let's try some of these crackers with some of the condensed sweetened milk. Because it's dang good. Here you go, honey.
When it unfocused, I got a little dizzy, actually.
And the peanut butter
Blinked
for
it
me.
away like that.
I know, it gets all crazy with the zooming. Hey, if you're doing the MRE peanut butter, remember to knead it. It will separate to its original oil and that form.
What about the sweetened condensed milk?
What about it?
Does it need to be kneaded?
It does not. All you gotta do is puncture the tip right there. Mm-hmm. Kind of like the old super glue kits when you were a kid. Why are you glaring at me like that? It's creepy.
I don't know.
I have one thing to note
Does it have a
too.
little tip on it? Oh, the little...
See the slight dimpling and creasing in this? That's probably just because it's been handled 2 or 3 different times. When you get a package and it has no creases in it like this, or very smooth, it's been unmolested.
We molested this a lot.
We did.
Here, you just don't use that. No.
I'm not using
This is for...
He's a butt paste poker.
Yeah, that's
Oh, see, I didn't even know that was around still. I thought Candy threw it away. Mom's so smart. Mom's like genius level.
Yeah. Too bad Angie got all the smarts.
Oh, you should get a
Happy
point just for
birthday,
being
Angie.
clever. Angie is also a mother. She's my sister. Happy Mother's Day, and day before that, her birthday. She gets ripped off every year. It's like they give her presents and her birthday all on the same day. And it's like a day, so she gets ripped off.
It's like kids whose birthdays are on December 25th.
Yeah, so happy birthday and happy Mother's Day, Angie.
Yeah, and...
See, I just put them all in the same celebration, too. I didn't separate
It looks like Preparation H.
It is actually Preparation H. I grabbed the wrong tube.
Turkey. I know.
This is an half candy.
Handed to
And this
me.
is Australian condensed sweetened milk.
Oh,
which
that's
is
why it
different
has the color,
because it's
because it's
kangaroo milk.
condensed.
And it's got.
It isn't.
No, not true.
Oi.
It does
right.
just
That's
say
not right.
milk,
Oi.
sugar, and lactose. So
Babe, what do our Aussie friends say?
all sorts of crap.
They,
Well,
You got a hilarious sense of
Oi,
humor.
matey. Oi, matey. That's a pirate. Never mind.
And you don't want to say shrimp on the bobby and this is a knife and things like that from Crocodile Dundee. They get all irritated.
Oh.
And you don't ever want to call someone from Australia a Kiwi. They'll slap you.
Why would you want to call them a
Because that's a
Kiwi?
New Zealand thing. Sometimes people mix up New Zealand and Australia.
Oh.
it's kind of grainy and not as sweet as the last one that we had. That I was all like.
Interesting.
That I was.
The Spanish breakfast is the one that we had.
It is grainy. Good word.
Yeah. It's like
Interesting.
it's almost like instead of using confectioner sugar or powdered sugar, they use granulated.
Well, maybe that's
You know what it is?
It
It's the
tastes good.
kangaroo milk because they jump around so much. It causes little fat nodules to form.
I'm sure that's right.
I think I'm talking milk kangaroos, right?
What do I know?
The little boobies.
Little
milk 'em.
kangaroo teats. Oh my god. It is.
I'm gonna keep doing that until somebody tells me not to.
Now this has 6 grams of protein.
Per serving or per tube?
Probably not per
I'd
that.
imagine per tube.
Probably per tube.
I like how they had to
Oh.
put
Per 85 grams. Well, I have not got a clue how many
I'll be getting a vegetarian Australian
The whole
24-hour
thing?
ration here very soon. I'm stoked. They're super rare. But one of my buddies in Australia,
You know what you're
I'm not
doing.
going to say his name yet because I don't want to jinx it. But when that comes here, we'll get a big old tube of that and hopefully some Vegemite.
Ooh. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Milk, sugar, lactose.
Probably to help preserve it, I'm guessing.
But isn't lactose already in sugar?
In milk?
And sugar.
Maybe not in Australia. Maybe kangaroos don't have lactose.
I
in them.
guess,
They had lactate to the kangaroo
I
milk.
guess not. But it does. It says this product contains milk too, in
Hey.
addition to milk.
Just like old
And
mate
lactose.
Drop Bear, we should ask him because it could be koala milk.
Maybe it's koala. Isn't that how they say?
Oh, very
Yeah,
good.
that was good.
Koala.
That was good. Old mate Drop Bear, what did you think about that pronunciation of koala? That my wife just said. I didn't do it as good.
Oi, mate.
Yeah, see? Mom's trying.
Howdy.
No, old mate
Koala.
Drop Bear,
That's what I got.
I can't call him the buddy term in Australia because it uses the C word and some other really bad words. But over there, it's like
Don't
the
say
highest
the C
praise.
word.
Don't
C
even
word's
say the
like-
C
it's like
word.
Christmas.
Saying the
That's
C
what it
word
is.
on a Mother's Day edition, I lose all my points.
They're already gone.
I know I had 2 left, I think.
No. Do you keep tabs?
I do kind of in my head, so
Really?
I don't miss. I don't want to say
I
that
was think
number wrong.
I make it. I just make it up. 'Cause
And I want to know who wins at the end. I usually win.
Well, I
kind of doubt that.
Usually, emphasize the word
Yeah.
usually. All right, so we tried both the crackers, both the condensed milk, or the one condensed milk on the 2 different crackers.
We're
The
missing
ladies
something.
weren't liking it very much.
I keep eating it though. Anyhow,
Ooh, what about the peanut
It's
butter?
sweet.
I was about to
it's a
open
sugar.
the peanut
Yeah,
butter.
it's a sugar thing.
Yeah,
right?
it's a sugar thing. I'd like to try the peanut butter. We'll put this here.
This peanut butter is
Another
actually
time.
really good. And this was made.
Put that in a
there.
Ziploc for you.
2018. This is crazy fresh.
Okay, now this one we'll try. Let's see, put it on one of these. Whoops.
The peanut butter is
Throwing,
decent.
throwing crackers around.
When Ben and I went up to the dam a week or so ago,
Oh, you
and
took it with you?
Yeah, and we took and some crackers and different snacks and MREs that MRE Mountain gave us actually. And I made the best snuggle ever. Snuggled 2 crackers with some peanut butter, some Reese's Pieces.
Ooh.
It was a
Oh,
big
yeah,
sandwich.
you
It was like
watched
this. Yeah. Oh, that's. I think you saw the video.
Ooh, and it was good.
Oh, it was so good.
21 grams of
was like a
protein
s'more.
right here.
Wow. Well, there you go.
It's more than a
s'more.
steak.
That's
That's awesome.
what you need when you're. Oh yeah.
People underestimate plant-based proteins, and they say, "Oh, you're not full." Well, the misconception is if you eat a lot of animal proteins, you produce a completely different enzyme in your stomach, which is a heavier enzyme, a more corrosive enzyme used to digest animal sinew. And so when you eat a lot of meats and you abstain from eating meat, that acid's still being produced, and it's literally eating away your stomach lining. And
Well,
so
it's
you'll
also-
still feel hungry even though you've eaten a bunch of food.
I was just going to say, it's also really, it's difficult to feel full as a person who partakes in animal products on occasion. A lot more lately, as in Idaho, it's less prevalent to be vegetarian than in our small hometown that was pretty hippy-dippy. And so our eating style, I'm eating a lot more meat because it's convenient. And of course, I like the taste.
And it smells really good.
As a person who doesn't or who does eat animal products, it is really hard to resist sometimes.
Yeah.
Especially it's that comfort food, you know. It's fatty, it's filling.
Kind of
it's a
what
lot
you
of
know too. It's kind of what you know.
things. You know,
And it's more your body than your mind, too. Your mind has all the right intentions of doing whatever it wants, but your body, it loves old habits. It gets in a rut.
certainly. Old habits are easy to fall into, aren't they? But at any rate, why I like enjoying the animal-free rations is I get to know that no little animals had to slave away for my food.
Now, there was probably a bunch of oxen being slave-driven to pack the peanuts up to the cars, and then a bunch of fossil fuels were used shipping it back and forth.
To be perfectly honest, yeah.
And then everyone complains about the pesticides that you use to get the bugs off, and then raccoons and other small animals die. It's like,
Well,
there's no pleasing anyone when you have a vegetarian diet. So what it comes down to is the path of least resistance. I'm trying to cause the least wake in the water as possible of my existence and trying to benefit things around me instead of taking away from it.
Well put.
And that kind of principle you can apply to everything. So.
I should give yourself a point for that one. That was very well
Hey,
said.
thank you.
it was well said. Indeed, I agree. It's nice to try to leave the earth at least in as good a shape as you entered it, and hopefully leave having done something for the better, or at least raising your children to have ideas that would perpetuate and save our planet.
And at times it seems like everything's snowballing out of control, and it literally is. It's been set in motion years ago. All the drama and the conspiracies and everything that you see and read about in the news.
Now, we don't want to get political on our Mother's Day episode.
I just wanted to say, it all snowballs out of control, and all you really have control of is your buying power. That's what it comes down to, and how you interact with each other. So make smart decisions at the store, and be kind to each other, and just apply love whenever you can.
Be kind, shop small, shop local if you can. If you can't afford it, do your best. I mean, that's all we all do, is our best.
Yeah, there's a lot of businesses, and they're family owned and operated. Like, for one example, MREmountain.com. Great company here out of Mountain Home, Idaho, I believe. And a great little family, small little family, and they do killer business. Super spot on with everything they do.
Their customer service is phenomenal. They're great people to work with. Good individuals, people that you wouldn't mind not having over for a meal in your home. Definitely someone to buy from if you're into rations and MREs, or if you just enjoy survivalism.
Just like our buddy Black Dog Bob and Black Dog Surplus. They all family owned and operated and ran. They're a bunch of small families, American-made families, trying to make their way throughout these crazy times.
All right, we're all hustling.
Well,
that's my stick. Somebody's gonna buy my Ring Ting Ting song, and I'm gonna become a millionaire. And we'll move to Penny's always talking about Hollywood zombie toddler, happy zombie,
Happy Zombie,
whatever you want to name her.
Asger calls her Happy Zombie. I love that title.
Happy zombie. Our little ham bone, but I got off topic. What was the point?
Where we were going to move. I'm not moving to
If we
Hollywood.
become millionaires, she wants to move to
yes.
Hollywood. No, I'm not moving to Hollywood either.
Penny always talks about Hollywood. And
Maybe
everyone's from Hollywood.
Maybe Redfish Lake, Idaho, or Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. Although they're getting crowded up there too, so we'll see.
You know, I would probably still buy a giant piece of land in Humboldt, California, my hometown.
Because hometown, yeah.
As long as we can support ourselves, independent from the economy.
We'll
there.
see if I was a millionaire. See, this is what would happen: is I would buy a huge chunk of riverfront / all the way to the ocean front, because the river and the ocean, and then because the river and the ocean, that's good wording right there. But at any rate, with trees and all the things that you need to survive by yourself.
That'd be awesome.
Someday. And I'll have a hobbit house on it, so I can be a little old grouchy man in the hobbit hole.
That Ben will build for us.
And he's going to build me an RV pad.
We'll have a mother-in-law and an RV pad.
Until Dave,
Can I bring the father-in-law along?
I was gonna say.
Well,
until Dave gets
right?
too old, and then I'll have to build you a permanent house out there.
Okay.
A cute
That's
little
for the
mom
mother-in-law.
and dad shack.
But
Well,
Ben,
I'd like a hobbit house. That'd be cool.
Ben says we'll put you guys all on the corners because, of course, my folks, you and
Right.
And
Angie
then we'll be
and my
right in the
brother.
middle.
Yeah.
And the kids can kind of go to all four corners, visit all four corners.
You'd never
every
have to
day.
feed a kid again.
It'd be awesome. And maybe we'd have a late night date night without kids, like we've been doing lately. Thanks to my wonderful mother and stepfather Dave, they've been helping us out watching the kids. It's been great.
Yeah.
It has been. It's so nice to get to go out places.
Yeah.
So thanks to you.
I want you to do that.
She's so rad.
Oh, it's so great to have them here.
I got leftover Mentos from Singapore, and I got wheat and butter biscuits left over.
They're okay.
Actually, I enjoyed my my Mento.
I like my peanut butter on this little biscuit here.
I didn't
And
like anything else.
I did notice when I had a sip of my coffee and I had a little bit of biscuit in my mouth, it blooms. So these are definitely designed to go with the beverages, hence
Well,
the
there
3
you go.
beverages. But the 4 packs of crackers, I'm thinking the sweet biscuits go with the beverages, and the wheat biscuits would go with the entrees. There was 3 entrees for the 24 hours. So.
Oh.
Yeah, most likely for the carbohydrate factor.
Sure.
I'm agreeing with
And
you.
the protein factor, too. I'm just surprised they
Easy to
didn't have
pack
any
without
spreads.
having
Even
Well,
for a Singapore ration.
Like you said, wasn't this half the ration though?
Yeah, the other half
Even-
was another bag, and it had the equivalent to 3 MRE mains. Basically 3 retort pouches. And there was 3 of them just stacked in a clear
Yeah.
bag like this, and that was it.
So these are just the sides to that.
Yep, this
I
is the
get it.
accessory side
I
to
get
it.
it.
So
Yeah.
Well, that was fun. I'm stoked I got these matches.
I love the matches.
And it was an awesome ration because everything was in
decal.
English.
Kids will love the Mentos.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
Oh, but I just promised them to our viewers. You don't want to take these away from my children, do you?
They scream.
You should hear them scream.
Oh, Robbie screams so loud. Hey, do you guys know what a ghost whisper is? When a kid screams and he goes, "Ee," you know that noise?
Yeah, that's when you hear the note.
That's that one note in your ear dying.
You'll never
hear it again. That's why it's called a ghost whisper.
Really?
As a parent, you get that one a lot. That.
And it's a mechanism built into us as parents because when you're a young teen, that sound annoys you, that screaming kid thing. But if you get the ghost whisper enough, you literally become deaf to it. That's how some parents can sleep through their kids screaming. It doesn't irritate them on a psychological level
But
anymore.
you can hear all other sounds.
Everything. Other people's children will still give you that feeling, but if you hear that same kid scream at that height and it hurts your ear, after a while it stops hurting.
I think it's the decibels. It's not necessarily the tone or what have you. It's just a certain decibel reach.
I just think it's fascinating that there's parts of your brain that just disappear when a kid screams.
Yeah,
That's
after a while,
up.
it's coping. It's called a coping
Mm-hmm.
mechanism.
Scarring. It's like your brain's scarring over when a kid screams.
What's funny though is I did just have my hearing tested, and I've got good hearing, which for all the screaming that the kids do right into my ear holes.
You must have good ears there, girl.
So,
I wanted to say like 10 things right there, but this is a Mother's Day episode, so I'll
Family
refrain.
show.
And my mother's watching. I still have to be clean.
I wanted to give a shout out to some mothers back home in California. My own, Gigi, wonderful grandma and mother to me and my 2 siblings. Shout out to my brother's wife, my sister, Bethany, and her new baby, Ella.
She's so pretty. Little redheaded, gorgeous baby. Our niece.
Yeah, well, we'll see with her hair, right? Like her mom, Bethany, has beautiful long red hair. And, but yeah, we'll see if she's got the brown or the blonde or the red. That's going to be fun.
And we don't mean to miss anybody. Thank you all the mothers who are in our lives and affect us.
Yes.
We appreciate and love you all. None of us would be here and have a straight head on our shoulders without you. So
That's for sure.
no offense, dads, but I know how it is. I'm a dad. I was about to bleep a bad word. I'll stop.
You're a great dad. You're a great mom. Yeah.
I yell.
They're awesome. Oh, yeah,
If
all
it's
good
a
moms
confessional,
yell. Yeah,
I
all great
yell.
moms.
I get the ghost whisper from my wife yelling occasionally.
I know, trying to yell over the yelling.
You gotta yell over the yelling. You gotta be louder than the kids. Yeah.
I'm gonna win. When you bicker with a 3-year-old, you know that you need to take a step back.
Yeah, you wonder why we have the TV so loud. We've had kids.
Oh, hey, and just so everyone knows, I keep adding to the coffee collection, and here's a quick little flash play of the coffees we collected. We got 37 right now from all around the world. If anybody has any that they don't see on this collection and you don't mind parting with it, let me know. I'll be happy to send you something and trade. We have lots of little items. We do lots of artwork for trade for the different members in the forum and YouTube and what have you. So here it is.
Prepare yourself for Coffee Instant from the world. Some extras. If you're interested, just let me know and I'll send you one.
Okay, we're back. I hope you like that. There's a bunch of stuff.
Lots of coffee.
Lots of coffee.
Keeps me running day to day.
Yeah, it's fun. Why not? It's that time, isn't it? I can feel it.
I know I'm getting pooped and running out of
I'm exhausted. It's time to go to bed.
right?
It is there. Yeah. Mom called it. All right, well, thanks for joining us, and thank you most of all to the mothers out there.
Mothers. Oh.
And,
Happy Mother's Day.
Big shout out. Happy Mother's Day. Thank you for joining us. Please like, comment, subscribe, and then subscribe some more, and then have your friends subscribe.
And hit the bell if you want to get notified when we put out these videos. They're random. We'll be sending them out probably about once a week. Once every 2 weeks is what we're shooting for with our videos. When we get things dialed in, I'd like to put one out every 3 days. So we'll see how
Wouldn't
it
that
goes.
be cool?
Yeah.
Yeah.
See our mugs.
Yeah, especially with our new rations coming out from blackdogsurplus.net. Yeah.
Exclusive.
I just keep plugging it. We'll see when they get here someday. We will show you, and it'll be fun. No, he's awesome, Dizzy Man. But if you want to check out his website, it's blackdogsurplus.net. You can order your own custom MREs. Vegan, vegetarian, whatever your needs are.
Set it up.
Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Oh.
Oh, that didn't work. Do that again. What am I doing?
No, that was awesome. That was really good.
I ran into you.
That was good.